What's up, peoples? I gotta I'm on my way to get some food, but I just really wanted to make this video because I had this on my chest for quite a while, and by the title of the video, you already know what I'm talking about. So, King James, best player on the planet, is what you guys are telling everybody that he's the best player on the planet. And right now, he might be. Maybe. But he'll never be Jordan. Hell, he'll never be Kobe. And I'll tell you why. See, first and foremost, let me get this out there. I'm a diehard Kobe fan. So this season for me has been, I've been rocking with Kobe since '96 as a rookie. So, for 20 years of, my childhood and young adulthood, I was rocking with Kobe. And I rocked with Jordan too. I saw all 6 of his championships as a kid. I grew up with Michael. But Michael and Kobe were two assassins, right? Like, those niggas was on another level when it came to the competitiveness and the competitive nature of a basketball player. Now, I'm not saying LeBron doesn't have that. I'm not saying that at all. But LeBron has been not lucky, maybe lucky, to be on championship teams where there has been other players on his team that has had that same killer instinct or just competitive nature that almost matches what Michael had and what Kobe has. We talking about D-Wade, we talking about Kyrie Irving. So, with that being said, a lot of times, what the hell happened up here? On damn. A lot of times, LeBron will pass the ball and give it off to Kyrie and let Kyrie cook. And I'm not talking about just regular, second quarter or something like that. I'm talking game on the line, 2 minutes left, y'all down 3, and you need a couple baskets. I'm talking like that. LeBron has never been that player that LeBron has never been that player that can take over consistently, that can take over a ball game and put the game on his shoulders by himself and will his team to a win. Now, he will his team to a win in different ways. I'll explain the ways that he can will his team to a victory. LeBron is one hell of a passer. He's probably one of the best passers this league has ever seen, especially at that position. And he's versatile. He can play pretty much any position. But he'll get his teammates involved, and I'll credit him on that. He may be better, but he is better at getting his teammates involved than Michael was, than Kobe was. But when we're talking individual talents. When they're talking about who's the greatest, we're not talking about who's the greatest at getting their teammates involved. We're talking about who's the greatest player of all time. Who's the greatest player of all time. And by skill sets, you can't give that to LeBron. Now, you can say, okay, well, he's a freak of nature, hell of an athlete, and 6'8", 240, 250, whatever, can play pretty much every position. Yeah, he pretty much can. But you can't help your height. You can eat more and work out more and get bigger. But I'd be inclined to say that if Michael or Kobe was 6'8", 250. They could do the same shit. So you can't really give him a what in the hell is going on here? Oh, I'm sorry. It's a funeral. Hold on a second. I apologize. Okay. You can't really give him any extra points because of his size. Like, that's not even. But you know, he is a freak of nature. He's one of the best athletes to ever play the game. That being said, if Kobe were 6'8", 250, I think they could be able to do the same shit. Could be as versatile, maybe even more, because of their skill set. Because they were better shooters. Because they were better defenders. Because they had that killer instinct that LeBron does not have. Just to be honest with you, he don't have it. So, and one other thing, LeBron James may be a pretty good defender, but he is not an all NBA first team defensive player. He is not. I don't give a damn what you wanna say. Oh well, chase down blocks. Okay, Tayshaun Prince did that better than anybody that I've ever seen. He would chase your ass down, and when you thought you had a layup, it was Rap City. So LeBron being gassed up as being this all defensive first team player, that's bullshit. But on another note, LeBron James is one of the greatest players to ever play this game. I would give him that. But when people try to say, or they try to compare him to Michael, when they don't play the same, they didn't play the same position, they don't have the same type of game. Kobe was the closest thing that we will ever see when you talking about comparing somebody to Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant. I don't think we'll see anybody else to come through because the game's changing. So mid-range is pretty much obsolete. If you're not shooting 30-foot three-pointers or dunking on niggas, then you're obsolete at this point. You don't need a big man to win. The game is much smaller. It's a guard-driven game now. So you don't need what you needed in the 80s or in the 90s or even early 2000s to win a championship. But with that being said, LeBron, I give him props for not being a jump shooter, not really being a jump shooter. Just this season, really developing an outside shot, but the nigga got 30,000 points. So I'll give him his props on that. But to say that he is comparing him to MJ, I would say LeBron James would be the prodigal child of Magic Johnson, and Dominique Wilkins. If they could have had a baby, it would have been LeBron James, Magic and Dominique, because it was like Magic with his passing, his court vision, and his IQ, and Dominique with his explosiveness. You put them two together and you got LeBron James. But you can't compare LeBron to Michael because it's two totally different players. And you can't compare LeBron to Kobe because it's two totally different players. And that's a whole nother debate in itself when you're talking about Kobe. Because I can debate you all day when you try to come at Kobe. But that's for another day. That's for another video. All I'm saying is LeBron will be top 10, but I can't put him above Michael, and I can't put him above Kobe. When we're talking about players, we're not talking about who gets their teammates involved the best. We're talking about who's the best player of all time. And LeBron, he lacks the killer instinct gene. Oh God, Wall is close. Almost just up there. He lacks the killer instinct gene. He lacks the clutch gene. And really, to make a long story short, if you can't stop LeBron, just foul his ass and put him That's all I got for you. I'm going to get me something to eat. I'll continue this debate on Kobe the next time I hop in my car with my camera phone, because I don't have a camera. I'm cheap, so I got to use my phone. Whatever.